What's up, guys? James Casino Chocolate Man in Thailand, and I'm at the border of Cambodia. What is going on here? What do I have to do today? Why am I at the border of Cambodia? I'm being kicked out of Thailand. Is that what happened? Do I have to leave Thailand? Oh my God, let's see what dramatic title I put on this video to make you watch. Yes, you're gonna be mad at me. Clickbait me again. I've been kicked out of Thailand. Oh my God, I'm running. Okay, no, it's not that serious. Actually, I've already left Thailand, went to Cambodia, came back to Thailand, and now I'm good. Now I'm on a 60-day extension. Why would I do a 60-day extension when I have an elite visa? Because my elite visa has expired. And it's beyond infinite wisdom why I had to leave the country, but that is how the system works. If you have an elite visa and you don't extend your elite visa with a new elite visa, you have to leave Thailand. You must leave Thailand to get any other kind of visa. So I just wanted to go over to maybe a DTV or a retirement visa, or maybe an LTR visa. Who knows what kind of visa I'm gonna get? But the bottom line was you have to leave the country, which is strange to me, but okay, whatever. Just gotta follow suit. So I drove 3.5 hours from Pattaya. Hey, future me here, just wanted to jump in this video and talk about the drive up here. Like I said, it's about 3.5 hours, a little over 200 some odd kilometers if you want to drive yourself. It's not a bad drive, it's cool. I stayed at a decent hotel, recommended by my girl, NA Services. I'm gonna say them about 1 billion times. They hooked me up on this border road, it's pretty good. So if you want to drive yourself up, no problem. Decent hotel, 600 baht for the hotel I stayed in last night. It wasn't bad. Wasn't bad for 600 baht. I wouldn't complain. I'd stay there again. The bed was a little firm, but that's typical for Thai style spots, but clean, comfortable, air conditioned, of course, cable TV, decent internet. Internet up here is a little bit wonky, but it works. Yeah, in the road up here, man, they have, like, I came up here about 6 years ago, and I don't know, I don't remember the drive being this comfortable, but these roads have dramatically changed in 6 years. They have done a lot of work up here. I was even driving at night. I don't even like driving at night. I came up here late last night. Well, not too late last night, but it was dark by the time I got here. They got street lamps and everything, man. They done gone high tech over here, man. And I was impressed. Yeah, they have done a lot of improvement on the roads out here. Very nice. And if you don't want to drive, it's not a problem. They do have a minibus. The fee that I paid for this service actually included the minibus ride. I just didn't want to ride on a minibus. I was like, I will drive myself. I'm not comfortable on minibuses. The minibuses they had up there were a lot nicer than ones. Funny story, when I did my border run 6 years ago, the guy, I don't know, man, that van looked like something out of another century. It had bald tires. Matter of fact, on the way back to Pattaya, we had to help the guy change one of his tires because it had worn through the tread and went flat on us. So we had to put another tire on. Yeah. The Ban Pugard, I don't know, I'm probably saying that, I'm probably butchering that name. Ban Pugard border checkpoint up here. The one that most people do to go do their border runs. And let me tell you, it's a madhouse here, cats. Madhouse. There are 1 billion people trying to get through this checkpoint every day. There's all kinds of minivans, all kinds of traffic out here. It is chaos. But you know why I'm not stressing? You know why I got in and out in about 20 minutes, maybe 20, 25 minutes. Guess what, guys? You know what I'm gonna say? You know what I'm gonna say? Because I used an agent. That's right, that's right. From NA Services hooked me up once again. Once again, guys, I just, I don't like lines. I don't like confusion. I don't like trying to figure things out. I don't want to sit here for 3.5 hours trying to get through this gate, trying to go to Cambodia, trying to come back, trying to deal with language barriers, trying to deal with the confusion. There's a few signs here in English, but not a ton. And honestly, if I had just walked up to this border, I would have had absolutely no idea what to do. It would have been nuts. So yeah, forget that. Not gonna do that, man. Nope. Gonna use an agent like I always do, guys. Like I always do. Paid the fee. Somebody literally hand walked me. So you start out over here under that duty-free sign. You start out over there. You have to fill out TM6s. I was like, what? They doing TM6s again? Well, at least at the land borders. I don't know if they're doing it for airplanes, but they are doing TM6s here. The arrival departure card, they are doing TM6s here at the land borders. So just something to keep in mind. There's been a lot of allure on the internet about whether TM6s were valid or not, or whether they're going to do TM6s again. Who cares? It's not a big deal. It's just another form. It's a arrival card, departure card, no big deal. So you start over there. They fill out, they do, bruh. All you're gonna do is sign. They fill out your TM6, they fill out all the information, you sign it, and then a guy is gonna hand walk you from over there to the departure row. You're gonna go in there. They're gonna take you to the front of the line. Just saying, they're gonna take you to the front of the line. Again, while you use the service, there was a big ass line out there. They're gonna take you to the front of the line. You're gonna depart. They're gonna do all that stuff. You're gonna go over to the Cambodian border where they, again, take you to the front of the line. Just trust me, there's gonna be a dude right on your hip showing you and telling you which window to go, where to go, how to do this, how to do that. Somebody right there, hand holding you through the process. You don't have to do any thinking. You just walk. Follow the dude. He's gonna tell you what to do. You sign what he tell you to sign. You put your fingers where he tell you to put your fingers. You get a picture taken over the Cambodian border, back to Thailand, same thing again, and then they walk you out. Like 20 minutes later, good to go, no problems, no stress. I got my visa-free 60-day exemption. I'm back in Thailand. I'm good for the next 60 days, but I can tell you right now, I'm gonna go retirement visa initially, but that probably won't be my final visa. If you wanted this to go smooth, if you don't wanna have problems, please guys, use an agent. Call up my girl, NA Services, link down below, all the information down below if you want this process to go smoothly. But I'd be remiss if I didn't put in my disclaimer too. Let me put in my disclaimer right now, because there's always somebody in the comments later, why would you waste your money on an agent? I went with a half ripped up passport that my 4-year-old scribbled in the night before at 7 p.m. on a Saturday night. To the border, I got through, no problem at all, no extra money. It only cost me the basic fee, blah, 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 blah. I've heard it all, guys. I've heard it all. Inevitably, somebody will still comment that they had an easier way, that I don't have to deal with agents, that blah, blah. Oh, good for you. Good for you. That is awesome that you don't have to deal with agents. Amazing. I'm glad you had that experience. Around this channel, this is how I do it. My outcome here is predictable. Predictable. I pay a fee, I pay an agent, and it's almost guaranteed how it's gonna work out.